Joining me now to discuss is Neil Bisson, Director of Global Intelligence Knowledge Network and former intelligence officer for CSIS. Neil, good morning. Thanks so much for being with us.
Good morning, Marcia. Thanks for having me.
What was your reaction when you heard about this breach? Were you surprised?
This isn't the first time that something like this has happened with Global Affairs Canada or the Government of Canada when it comes to cyber threats. So I wasn't surprised, per se.
What makes this department a high-value target, if you will?
Global Affairs Canada is located throughout the world. They have a lot of interactions with different diplomats and other individuals, and they do have an information gathering section through the GSRP, or Global Security Reporting Program.
So some personal information has been targeted. How problematic is that?
From what I understand, the information that they had access to dealt with the emails, the calendars, and the contact list of employees. So that could be a very large amount of information that could be used by any foreign state actor or any hacking group on behalf of a foreign state actor.
How much time or how many resources are put into keeping information like this safe, Neil?
I think a lot of time and effort's put into this, and that's also one of the things that has to be taken into consideration. You're looking at potentially hundreds or thousands of individuals working to try to maintain a safe communications network, and you're looking at potentially millions of dollars being spent. So this is not only is it a blow to the loss of the potential information, but it also has to do with the amount of money that's being spent by the government in order to keep this type of communication up and running.
Do you think that this was the work of bad actors, and why would they want this information? Who could it possibly be?
Well, from my interpretation of what's happened at this point, I would say that this is probably the act of a non-state actor, but under the influence of a foreign state that has some sort of hostility towards Canada. That could fall under Russia in relationship to the support of Ukraine. It could fall under China in relationship to some of the other things that we've seen in relationship to accusations of foreign interference. So it could possibly be either of those, or maybe even a new group.
Is it possible to tell right now the full scope of the breach, or will that be unveiled over time and throughout the investigation?
I think it'll take a little bit more time to figure out exactly what has been breached. And I think at this point in time, anybody who's working on this from a digital forensics perspective is trying to probe to see what other areas may have actually been accessed.
Neil Bisson is the Director of Global Intelligence Knowledge Network, and he's a former intelligence officer for CSIS. Glad you could be with us today. Take care.
Thank you for your time.